you had mentioned the Democrats and this whole war that's going on, and that's part of it. You've got the new line of Democrats who are very Marxist in how they view the world, and you've got the old line of Democrats who are kind of fighting this change, and you're really starting to see a schism. And one of the things in the news was Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez going after Nancy Pelosi. Now, it was her AOC's chief of staff, but she represents AOC, right? And so the chief of staff said in a tweet, Democrats who are not far left are hell-bent to do to black and brown people today what the old Southern Democrats did in the 40s. You're attacking your own line. You're attacking your own group. And you've noticed AOC, Tlaib, two others.
Ilhan Omar and
Omar, yep.
There's like a band of four. They call them the squad.
And they've really made this move of we're going to set ourselves separate from the rest of the Democrats. And they've talked about how they're not going to be the old way. They're not going to compromise. They're not going to do things the old way. And you've got to remember, AOC is supported by the Social Democrats of America. She was really put in place as I would say a pawn in an organization's bid to start filling congressional districts with their socialist members. And we forget that. We tend to think she was grassroots and, she rose up from the ranks as a bartender. Well, no, she was actually, they chose a spot that they thought was really advantageous. And she was their pick to thrust in there because their whole agenda, their whole goal is to win these congressional districts, win the ones that are opportune, and start filling these congressional seats with socialists.
I got to be honest, man. It's not that those areas are opportune. It's those areas, and I'm not trying to be mean here, but they're ignorant of politics. They're ignorant of the Constitution.
Absolutely.
Not ignorant as people. People are smart people, man. Even ones that are not involved in politics, there are some smart people.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying everybody in her district's like that, but when it comes to the regard of the Constitution, you would have never elected her had you known the Constitution and its purpose it was written. So one of the things that quote had said from her chief of staff was this: those that aren't far left.
Precisely.
Not anything to do with the Constitution. Listen to the talking points, far left. Just say it. Those that aren't Marxists and socialists are bad people. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
They're just like the 40s, the Democrats of the 40s, right? That's essentially what she's saying, but they won't go that far. Why is it illegal immigrant is now migrant?
Yeah.
They're changing words. Why isn't murder? It's called abortion. You know what I mean? So they're changing words, and you guys got to start catching this stuff because they're going to catch you in those words, right? It's now you're anti-abortion. No, I'm pro-life,
anti-choice.
Dude. Absolutely, anti-choice. That's crap. So
even NPR came out with statements about how to talk, especially about abortion. Don't call them pro-life because that's a positive connotation on it, right? And I don't remember the words that they said they could call them, but it was something like anti-choice or anti-abortion but it's that game of words. It's definitely that game of words, controlling the narrative through words, which is typical.
Yeah, and not once did those. I mean, not that I saw anyways in the first debate because I didn't watch the second one that was recent. Where did they ever bring the Constitution into it?
Oh, it's so beyond the Constitution.
Dude, it's like
so beyond the Constitution.
The whole purpose of our country and how it runs is Constitution. That's what keeps us governed. I'm sorry, that's what keeps them governed.
And I want you to think about this, right? If you've left behind the Constitution, what are they doing now? I mean, they've been doing this for a while, but they're pandering to groups for votes.
Of course.
So notice almost every one of them had to throw in transgender. Somehow, some way
or
into
free
their
stuff.
point. Free stuff, transgender, immigrants.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Right? So it's not even about principle or constitution or boundaries. It's becoming pandering to certain groups in order to get their votes, which, okay, I get it. Politicians always pander to some extent. However, I don't know that the Constitution was actually referenced in an accurate way that whole debate.
Yeah, if it was referenced at all.
If it was referenced at all.
That I can think of, right? And it's like, but let's take it to the Republicans too. Same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Same thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not singling out Democrats for the sake of singling out Democrats because I'm a Republican. That has nothing to do with it. I'm saying that the whole purpose of these, why I don't like doing current events, you know this. It's on the wrong foot. Now we're we're bringing up things like this.
Yep.
You know, like, she said something about Pelosi. First off, I could give a crap what she said about Pelosi, right? I'm just saying.
No,
I'm talking about me here. I'm talking about me. You keep amplifying her voice, Fox News, Tlaib, Fox News. You keep pushing this out there. They're only growing in popularity. They know the same thing Trump knows. Bad press is better than no press.
Yep.
You're just giving them airtime. Like, what do I care about a freshman senator running her mouth? The only thing I care about is she being constitutional. If she's not, she should be impeached for not upholding the law.
And that's
where I'm at with it.
That's why I would argue that this stuff is so important, is because it gives us a feel of what's going on the ground.
Yes.
So you have her running her mouth. You and I go, I really don't care what she has to say, but at the same time, we care immensely about what she has to say because it tells us exactly how she's going to vote.
But here's the
what
problem.
she's going to do.
We know what she's doing is subverting the law.
Absolutely.
Right?
But we wouldn't know that unless she was running her mouth with her voting
True.
record.
But then what? Then what after that? That's what I'm trying to say.
Response.
But why response, dude? She should be impeached for that.
Because of the same reason the people voted for her.
Right. Okay.
Right?
So here's the Republicans knowing, right, that she's straight up against the Constitution. Dude, you're an enemy of the law, right?
Yeah.
That's removal. If Trump, like, they're talking about collusion and all this other stuff, which is what? Unconstitutional, right? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, there was collusion. It was unconstitutional. President blah, blah, blah should be impeached. You don't even follow the thing. You don't even know the thing. And you shouldn't be removed? Tlaib shouldn't be removed? Ilhan Omar shouldn't be removed? You see what I mean? So, like, me just talking about these things, it frustrates me because it's like, I'm frustrated that I'm not up there to say, you should be removed, kid. Yeah, kid. You should be removed.
And I would argue that's exactly why we're talking about it.
Good point.
Is we're saying they need to be removed, right?
100%.
And I hear you completely. Current event, it gets so old.
It does.
Daily news cycle.
It does.
It gets frustrating old because it's just the same crap.
I'm not saying
it turns into soap opera.
I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about it either. Like, this is just a personal thing. You know what I mean? Like,
you and I both hate the soap opera of politics.
We do, and here's why. Because even if we talk about it, if people are uneducated on the law, they won't even know what we're doing. Like, they're just saying, "Yeah, I agree with him." Well, I agree with that too. You know what I mean? It's like, what does the law say? Like, what does the spirit of the document say? What does the Declaration of Independence say? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm after. So if it goes anything contrary to that, then that's what we should be talking about, right?
And I think that's exactly what we're doing is they're lobbing the baseball, we're hitting it.
Hear that? We're driving it 450 feet to center field.
Gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 400th home run. So no, it's not that I don't want to talk about this stuff. I get frustrated talking about it because it's like, dude, we are like on the stupidest talking point. That you know what I mean? Now, go ahead. Actually, go ahead. Finish your point.
I was going to say, you notice how news journalism has become who said what on Twitter?
Bingo. It's become
like
its own soap opera.
Yeah, it's middle school gossip. It's so and so said this to so and so is really mad about so and so's stuff. Shut up,
right, dude?
Anonymous sources and Twitter. That's all journalism is.
That's
these
exactly
days.
right, dude. It's exactly right. Where's the real issues? She calls Pelosi. Look, I don't agree with a thing Ms. Pelosi stands for, but I could see that she's not racist.
Absolutely.
I've seen no evidence of that.
No.
I would never go that far.
No.
Dude, first off, I'll say that. To her defense, she's shown, matter of fact, she does care. She talks about it all the time. She's got people around her. Now, if she does things behind her private, or in her private life, hey, I don't see it. I don't know. I can only judge for what I see, right? Now, do I think what she does is racist when she lobbies the racist word? Dude, it's coming back to bite you, isn't it?
Isn't that funny how now
all
it's
these
tearing
racist
them
people
up.
like Trump and all these guys, now it's coming back to bite you, right?
Yeah.
But listen to me. You who are the Cortezes of the world, all you people that are socialists, all of you people that think this way, it is becoming where you're doing a boy who cried wolf because now you're cheapening the whole racist argument.
Yeah.
So when we see real racism now, you almost have to amplify it even more, right, to make it something. That's why we have to pass a law about you can't be racist. That's already there. You know what I mean? Like, so this is what it bothers me because the real issue should be, this is getting really stupid and weak.
Yeah.
To say that she's racist or people are racist because they disagree with you, right? Number two, dude, you have a freshman senator who has no idea about what economics is, no idea what capitalism is, doesn't even understand, I think, what socialism is, right? She's just flapping her gums saying it's morally our duty to take care of people.
So let government do all of it.
Exactly. No, you're right. It's our moral duty to take care of people. Yeah. Let me do it. Not a government. Nowhere in the Constitution do you see a benevolence argument to take care of people. Only to protect them.
Which they actually had arguments about that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Of what money can be given to people. So-and-so needs money. Let's give her money. No.
They passed the hat around a couple times.
Yeah.
During Congress.
We'll give out of our own pocket, which, let's ask, how often do you think that would happen in Congress today?
Truth.
Let's pass a hat around for the sisters of St. Mary's.
Yeah.